Hi, my name's Katie Masters and I did the nails for the February cover issue of Nailpro magazine. So the nails were sort of inspired by the fact that a lot of people started coming into my salon and wanting nail art, and a lot of people were sort of scared to want the nail art, and I kind of ease them into it, because what would happen is they would be like, oh, you know, I'm really used to this neutral color, I'm really used to this neutral pink, and it was sort of just me easing them into and introducing them to the nail art world by just adding a couple extra lines or a couple little cuticle cuffs or something. So since it was the natural nail issue, I wanted to sort of emphasize the fact that you can get nail art if you're really used to all these neutral designs. So it's kind of a mixture of rose quartz, but I did it with a more neutral tone to even more emphasize the fact that anyone can get nail art. They just gotta ease into it. So the technique I used, I love doing it because it's really good in a time crunch, because all it is just tiny little squiggly lines, really squiggly. It's really nice because you don't have to worry about anything being super crazy, straight and perfect. I love it because you can be as messy and as squiggly as you want, and I just do 2 or 3 lines and I just kind of smush the lines down and smear it while it's wet, and you have rose quartz. And you can encase it in different kind of colors. You can encase it in a neutral pink. You can encase it in any sort of sheer color, as long as it's sheer, because you'll be able to see the lines through. And it's one of my easiest designs, and I think anyone can do it. So when it comes to matching my client's skin tone with the neutral colors, it took me a while to learn. It's kind of a hard thing to do, but what I did was I sort of decided to figure out, hey, does this person have a more warm undertone or cool undertone? So what I would do is try to find a gel that kind of has the same undertone, if that makes sense. So if someone like me, I have a very warm undertone, so cool undertones do not look good on me. I love warm tones on myself. So usually I'll ask the client, hey, what do you think your undertone is? Do you think it's warm or cool? A lot of times they don't know, which is totally fine. You can kind of judge it, and don't be afraid, especially with gel, don't be afraid to just paint it on, and you can wipe it off if it doesn't look right, or if it looks slightly off. You can do testers. That's what I do on all my clients, just to figure out which one looks the best on them. You can tell when it's the wrong color, because honestly, sometimes you can even see it in your client's face. They kind of look at their hand and they're like, and you can check it from all angles too, because sometimes your angle and your lighting looks different, but if you check it, like if you flip their hand to you, you can kind of tell. Honestly, I think the best thing to do is just kind of swatch maybe 4 neutral tones on them, so you can actually see the differences, because sometimes clients are like, I don't really know if this looks good or not. So if you just swipe, let's say you swiped 4 neutral tones, you can look and you can see which one will actually look the best, because they'll be able to see, oh, actually this one looks really nice, this one I don't like. So if you can just show them all the options, they'll be able to have a better say in it, and you can both be able to understand what looks best. So the best part about any sort of nude or any sort of sheer color is it makes any length of nail look really clean and fresh. A lot of the times I have clients that come in that have bitten their nails just like down so far, and they want something really intense, like a bright red or a black or something. And I just know that that really emphasizes the length of the nail. So that's what the best part about nudes are, because you can literally just put it on and it blends in with the skin, so it's really nice. It looks nice and fresh and clean. I always recommend that for people with shorter nails. As they grow it out, it just looks amazing. And especially when it grows out, you can't really see the grow out from a distance because it's a neutral sheer color. So I always recommend doing that if you're maybe trying to like rehab the nail of some sort and kind of grow the nail out. So I think nude is definitely a way to go to enhance any sort of length of nail. So if you want to learn more of my techniques or follow all of my work, you can find me at Nail Thoughts on Instagram.